Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Food and Fun Friday with another new recipe. This recipe would have been in yesterday's slideshow, so I hope you got a chance to view it, make it, and sit down with me today while I eat it, give you my opinion, read some scriptures, and tell a story. If you are new to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell underneath that so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Share around this channel to help it to grow. And definitely shoot me a thumbs up if you're enjoying all of these recipes I come up with. Unbelievable, right? Stay tuned. Happy Friday, everyone. Great to see all of you and great to be back in doing another Food and Fun Friday for you guys. Got another new recipe. Like I said, I hope you got to see it. I put it up yesterday. A little bit more to this one, but still, not that hard to put together, and you're baking it in the oven. A little bit more time cook on this one. Not really preparing it, but more time cook on this one. But I do one meal a day, 6 days a week. So this one meal I'm eating is 17 net carbs. I've got a serving of that dish that I made. It's zucchini and chicken hot dish. And then I've got some garlic bread. I've got a Too Good yogurt. I got the mango hibiscus and some whipped cream for it, and some of my keto cake. I think I showed you guys the one with the chocolate frosting, I believe. If not, if I showed you the white frosting, that's the one I'm having with the white frosting. A Earl Grey tea with MCT oil and sugar-free hazelnut creamer, and a mandarin orange clear American water. Excited to eat this and just tell you guys what I think. It smells delicious, and I'm just excited. I'm so excited about all these recipes I come up with. But this one, got to give the credit to my mom. She came up with something she had thrown at me and said, could you turn this into keto? So I did turn it into keto, made it mine, but my mom threw a recipe at me, and I made it keto. Awesome. Thank you, Mom, for helping me out, because it can get very hard. I have over 200 recipes and over 100 keto treats. I know I haven't been doing very many keto treats. I'm going to get back to that. Hopefully you'll get one this week. Tomorrow, hopefully you'll get it. But yeah, I just been a little bit busy, but I'm going to try to get those back in there. And some of them I show you things out, some of them I made. But yeah, these recipes here, I don't know how I do it, but I am starting to have a hard time coming up with them. So I was glad my mom threw this one at me, and I can't wait to try it all keto style with no guilt. Exciting. All right, let's start off by reading our words of Jesus for women, because we want to lower these videos as low as I can. It is mercy is as mercy does. Luke 6:36. Be merciful just as your Father is merciful. And it goes on to say, mercy is one of those words that we only use when talking about Christian things. So what is mercy? It is forgiveness that isn't deserved. It's kindness and compassion. God treats each of his children with mercy by his forgiveness and compassion, even though it isn't deserved. Jesus teaches you to treat others that way too. Since you are shown mercy, pass that along to others by your attitude and actions. Your father, isn't it cool to know that God is your Father? Wants you to do so. And this is great. None of us deserve the mercy that God has shown on us, sending Jesus to the cross, having his son born to only die for our sins. We are sinners saved by grace. If you believe, if you, repent and, claim that Jesus is real, died on the cross for us, rose again and descended to heaven, sits at the right hand of his Father, and did all of this for us. It doesn't matter if we steal a pack of gum or somebody murders someone. God looks at a sin. There's no greater sin than the other. We all fall short of the glory of God every day. But thank you for God's merciful heart and for Jesus for taking on the cross for all of us, that if we believe and have our salvation, and that's what my cup says here, we'll go over that in a moment. I never knew that all my life, that you have to have your salvation. And once you get it, you can't ever lose it. No matter, even if you slip and fall away from, the word, being a Christian. A lot of people can claim being a Christian. But if you fall away from Christianity and that, and you kind of slip and stuff like that, you can't lose your salvation. You're still going to heaven, but you're going to answer to God. Believe me, we're all going to answer to God. Yes, he is going to judge us for the things we did wrong, but by his mercy, we make it to heaven if we have our salvation. So be merciful to others. If Jesus can be merciful to us, if God can forgive us for the things we do wrong every single day of our life, come on, we can be merciful to others and forgive others and be kind and loving and gentle and sweet and everything that God is to us. And just like it said, Father, he's our Father. We're never left fatherless. My dad passed away, and I believe that is one of the things I'm going to talk about today. Yes, that'll be one of the story times. I'm going to do one of those again. My father passed away almost 20 years ago. He passed away in 2002. But, so next year will be 20 years. 2002. But I was never left fatherless. I have a Father in heaven who loves me unconditionally and also loves you unconditionally. Give your heart and soul to Christ today. Get your salvation today and get right with the Lord today so that you won't spend eternity in hell. Hell is real. It is real, you guys. I've read verses on it, and it's real as real can be. Get your salvation so you can make it to heaven and know that you have a place in heaven. And know that our God is so merciful. I mean, I can't believe he forgives murderers and even forgave me for that time that I stole. It doesn't matter. A sin is a sin to God. It doesn't matter. We can't look at it and say, well, they sinned a lot more than me. I'm a much better person. Not in God's eyes. We are all sinners saved by grace, by his merciful, beautiful heart. Thank you, God, for what you've done for us. And thank you, Jesus, for dying on the cross. The bottom says, how can you show mercy today? Are there places and persons in your life where you've been harboring a bad attitude? Are there people you should forgive? Are there situations you need to accept? Perhaps you should ask God help with showing mercy. And I know that God does, do that to people. He does come to you and wants, you to, and that's really a great verse. I love it. I love that. Who said that one at the bottom? This was, nothing. Anonymous, I guess. But anyways, just forgiving people. And I have a very forgiving heart. I do. I forgive and I forget, just like Jesus. You really got to forgive and forget. When God forgives you, it gets buried at the bottom of the ocean. Never gets brought up again. You never have to bring it up again. So when you forgive somebody, first off, forgive them. Forgive people. Be kind and loving and forgive. And then forget about it. Don't bring it up again. But forgive everyone and be good to thy enemy. I say that a lot. Even if they're not going to be, forgiving towards you, you forgive. God will know what's in your heart because God knows a true Christian that has their salvation. And I keep tapping that because that's a cup I got from church. Who did I get it from? My pastor's wife was giving out some of their mugs, and this one's got a verse on it, and it's on salvation. So I'll read that to you guys. But anyway, start your day, go through your day, and end your day with Life's Manual. Reading this book every day, getting a personal relationship with Jesus, spending quality alone time with him in a room. Somewhere where you love to go. Some people like to go to the lake. I know one of the people from my church like to go to the lake in the very early morning when she goes for her run. I like to go outside at nighttime looking up at the sky because my outside's so pretty when it's lit up with all my solar lights. It's just beautiful. I have like 50 solar lights out there. And it's just gorgeous. And I sit out there and I pray or I go in my back room on my chair. I love getting that personal relationship with Jesus, reading his word. And as you read it, you're going to learn more and more. There's just so much in here to learn and grow. And then read a Proverbs a day, which is the wisdom chapter, also Ecclesiastics and Job. They're all wisdom chapters, but Proverbs has got 31, so there's one for every day of the week. And I just explained that in case you're new to my channel. Read one that matches the day of the week and get your wisdom and then start all over again when it's time to start over. If there's only 28 days, then you stop at 28 and you start at 1 again. If there's 31, go all the way to 31 and start over again. You're going to get something different every time you read it, but pick it up and read it. Start at the beginning of this book and read all the way till the end, and then just do it again. You guys, challenge yourself. This is Life's Manual. Get that beautiful personal relationship and get your salvation right today because Jesus could return today. Tonight is church. That's why I'm dressed up here. I'll stand up and show you. I've actually wore this dress in an outfit of the day, I believe, already. But it's just a cute yellow dress I got from Deal Smart, I believe. And it just zips up the back. Really, really cute yellow dress. And I love the, that it's sleeveless or whatever, just a round collar, perfect for church. And it's just about 1.5 inches from the knee. So Not real long, not real short, perfect length for church, and it's very covering and very beautiful for the summer. I love it. But yeah, just how great would it be tonight when I'm at church that Jesus would return while you're in church serving him. And while you're in church, what you do in church should follow you outside of church. Don't be two different people. Be the same person that you are in church. Would you go in church? Would you swear? Would you cuss? Would you cut somebody down? Would you hurt somebody? No. You wouldn't do any of that in church, so don't do it when you leave church. All right, let's get on to this meal here. I'm excited to try a bite it, and I hope it's cooled off now because it was really hot. Normally I get worried it's going to be too cold, but I think this one here is not going to be too cold for me. We'll get a piece of chicken to go with it so I can show you a bite. It's a pretty big bite. Let me get one of these off of here, but I want that chicken. All right, let me show you a bite of it. Up close. Look at that, you guys. We've got chicken. We've got a cheesy sauce over it. We've got zucchinis. If you don't like zucchini, obviously you won't like this one. But I love zucchini, and I'm just super excited to try this. All right, let's try it. Ooh, that is good. Ooh, the recipe even called for a flour, of course, regular flour. I did a keto flour. Again, I hope you've seen that video yesterday. If you didn't view it, I do a slideshow of these recipes the day before. That way you can make it and sit down with me, or just to give you the recipe, and I do a quick slideshow. It's like 3-4 minutes long, and I just explain how to make it. And then that way, and then on the same day, I just made this same day, because I pre-record all these videos. Same day, it's Wednesday right now, because Wednesday's service. It's Wednesday, and I make this video, and then, like I said, it'll be up for Thursday for the slideshow, and then I also will try it that same day because I need to try it. I'm not going to make it twice, right? Unless it's delicious, then of course I'm going to make it twice. But then I sit down and I eat it and tell you guys what I think. Cooked perfectly. The zucchini is nice and soft. It's creamy, super creamy. Very, lots of flavor. Lots of flavor. And all it's got is pink salt and pepper. And then the cheese is Parmesan, mozzarella, heavy cream. This is a fattening one, but keto is a high-fat diet. All right, let's try a piece of our garlic toast with it. I want to dip it in here. This is that keto bread from the brown berry from Walmart that I told you guys about. It's a, on the thinner side, but best keto bread I've ever had. I got a surprise for you guys next week for a new recipe. Something else came out, you guys. Oh my God, I'm excited. So, how is everyone doing today? Do you have Wednesday night service at your church? Do you guys go to church on a Wednesday? We have Sunday morning, Sunday night, and Wednesday. Mandarin orange. Like I said, I don't do, because this is done with aspartame, it's the one that really doesn't kick me. Circulose does, but these sugars aren't really great. I'd be more dirty keto. That's why I only do it on the days I'm doing these videos for you guys. I'll do a soda water with it because I love these or whatever. I love doing it with that. And then my tea, always my tea. Oh, the salvation. This one is Psalms 27:1. The Lord is my light and my salvation. And look at how beautiful this is. There's the saying. Down the side of the cup says salvation. I hope you can see that. On the handle, I mean. Hopefully you can see that. I can't tell if you can. Oh yeah, you can see it, hopefully. All right, and then the front has got a lighthouse. Isn't that gorgeous? You guys, look at this cup. It's really tall and thin and just beautiful. The clouds on it, and it's the salvation. Like I said, it was Psalms 27:1. I love Psalms. And it's the Lord is my light and my salvation. He is my light and my salvation. Because he saved me. He saved me by taking on the cross. All right. We're going to tell a story. I'm going to tell a story about my dad when he was doing Santa Claus. My dad was multi-talented. He was a musician. He was an Elvis impersonator. If you're new to my channel, my dad impersonated Elvis. Beautiful, beautiful voice. Did it, he really sang, wasn't lip singing. And he used to impersonate Elvis. But he also played Santa, played the best Elvis. He played the best Santa Claus. My dad was a bigger guy. When he was younger, he wasn't as big. But of course, Elvis got a little thicker as he was older. But my dad, wasn't as heavy when he was younger. When he got older, then he played Santa Claus. And best Santa Claus ever. Ever. In fact, I might have already told you guys this, but he did Santa Claus at a lot of places in the mall. He did it at people's homes because we would advertise and stuff like that. And he also did it for McDonald's. I worked for McDonald's. And he did it for the McDonald's, and he did it for all that corporation. So everyone wanted him to do Santa Claus. So every week he had, in December, I think even in part of November, like the end of November. No, maybe it was all of December. Like every week, throughout the week, sorry, he had multi, Santa Claus appearances that he had to do at McDonald's. And it was so sad when my dad passed away because they wouldn't have another Santa Claus. They said, nope, he was Santa Claus. I mean, they said it was like he was the real Santa Claus and we can't have another one in. And they took up a donation in my dad's name. They did. They took up a donation in his name that went to a children's fund, I believe, because children in Santa Claus. It went to some children's fund. But I just thought that was amazing. And they never, ever, ever did get another Santa Claus again. And I know because I worked for that McDonald's. And so they told me, that they never did get another one again. And because they just said that your dad was the true Santa Claus and was amazing. So, but the story I want to tell you was kind of funny. My mom would get calls and do the bookings. My mom did all the bookings. She also played Mrs. Claus. Once in a while they wanted a Mrs. Claus. Or they would do elves. Every one of us kids played an elf. I was Jingles, was my name. My brother was Marco, I believe. And then my other brother, I think I'm saying his name wrong, Ringo or something. I can't remember. But one was like Ringo and one was... gosh, I don't remember. We all played an elf though. And one time I had to do Mrs. Claus because my mom was sick and I had to do it because they had to do the show, the Santa showing. A lot of people, wanted to come see Santa, so we had to have Santa and Mrs. Claus. So I had to do it one time because she was sick. But anyways, my mom would, get these calls and she would book, do bookings because they also did them in the homes too. People would call from their home and want Santa to come for our Christmas party. So they did all kinds of them. He'd do adult Christmas parties, kids, mostly kids though. But anyways, my mom got this call and she was very nervous. It was in the very beginning when she was first starting to do these calls, getting these calls and booking. So she was a little nervous, He wanted to sound very professional and everything, and he had cards out and all that, so she wanted to sound professional. And she got this call, and it was for a group of little kids, and they were explaining and everything, what they wanted to do and all that. And then they asked my mom different questions, and they said they heard about the Santa, that he was really good. In fact, he was so good that he wore a pin on his hat, and kids would ask, we see all kinds of Santas. How do we know, that Santa's real? Why is there so many? And he said, well, I need all my helpers. So they're my helpers. I'm the real Santa. And how you know is from my pin. If you see that pin, that's the real Santa. I'm the real Santa. And one little girl had said, I'm getting off the other story I want to tell, but one little girl had said, well, if you are, then next time I see you, because, she would see him the following year, she goes, I want you to bring me a hard-boiled egg, pink and blue. My dad remembered that. And he brought her that pink and blue egg, and that little girl cried. I think she was 5 or 6 at the time. She was 7 the following year, or 6 the following year. When she got that egg from him, he goes, come here. Well, first off, she sat in his lap, and he didn't give her the egg, and she went to walk away, and she was so disappointed, and she had her head down. He goes, what's wrong? And he goes, come here for a second. He goes, is this what you're waiting for? And he handed her that egg, and she teared up so much, and she really believed it. She goes, you really are Santa. You really are. And she was crying so hard, and her parents whispered into my dad's ear, thank you. Boy, did you make her day, because she had everybody's saying Santa's not real, and she's so young, and we don't want to tell her that, and not yet, because in her heart she still believes, but she just felt in her heart, it was almost like that movie, The Polar Express, almost not believing in Santa. But she believed, and she cried, and they said, thank you for making our little girl's, day, year, forever. She's just so happy, But anyways, the story though was my mom was doing this call, and they were asking a lot of questions. This is so good, you guys. And 6 servings, so I'm going to have this for a couple of days. But anyways, so she's booking this call, and they were asking, like what he does and all that. And then at the very end, they were telling her what they wanted her to do, what door to come in and all that. And so she's writing it all down. And they said, what does he do so we know that he's coming, And my mom said, well, he's coming because he'll be ringing his bells. And she said, bells. She stopped really quick and she said, bells. And the lady just, kind of paused on the phone for a second because my mom didn't right away say bells because the lady said, "Excuse me." My mom had realized what she said, but she goes, "You'll know because he'll come walking in ringing his balls." Of course, when my mom, that's why she started laughing. After she said she started laughing, that's what it was. I thought, why didn't she correct herself? She started laughing so hard on the phone. So the lady thought it was a prank. She really thought it was a prank call. The lady was so upset. She hung up the phone. My mom couldn't stop laughing. She tried to get out the word, bells. That's what I mean. He's ringing his bells, but she said he's ringing his balls. And because my mom cracked up laughing, the lady thought it was a gimmick. It was a joke. He was a dirty Santa and all of that. But yeah, she said, you'll know he's coming because he'll be ringing his balls. So listen to it. You'll know when he's coming because he's ringing his balls. So yeah, not to be dirty on here. I am a Christian, but I'm just saying what she had said and didn't mean to say that. She meant to say bells. Must have been something she said. Sometimes we'll say something that sounds like something, but we put the two together and then all of a sudden a different word comes out. But yeah, that's what she said. He'll come in ringing his balls. You know he's coming when he's ringing his balls. And then she busted up laughing. And it's, I guess, something you have to be there for. But yeah, to this day, that can make me laugh too. But she was laughing so hard and couldn't get on. The lady hung up on her. And my dad's like, "What's so funny?" And she had to tell him the story because when he came in, he was asking why she was laughing so hard. And she did lose that call. She did call the lady back to try to explain to her what had happened, why she was laughing. But the lady wouldn't even talk. The lady hung up on her and wouldn't answer it ever again. She thought then that she had gotten a prank. And you know how there's many frauds out there, many fraud people out there. But yeah, I thought I would tell you guys that story. I thought that was funny. And my dad got a kick out of that. My mom told me he busted up laughing. And they lost that job. But still, my dad was a fantastic Santa. Every year when I see Santa, it makes me sad. Because, of course, that's not Santa to me. My daddy was Santa. When my dad would get dressed up, I believed in Santa, even as an adult. Whenever he would get in, he was so good. He was so good at the way he talked. He changed his voice. He dyed his own beard and his own hair. He grew it out and grew his hair so kids could even pull it. It wasn't fake. He didn't wear fake beards or hair. He always had it dyed that white color. And so the kids would say things, "Well, pull on my beard," and they would pull and they would see it's real and all of that. And he was a great Santa. Really, really great Santa. So every time I see a Santa, it's kind of sad for me too. But anyways, that story's funny. You'll know when he's coming. He'll be ringing his balls. Because my dad carried a set of bells. And that's how you knew that he was coming in, because he'd be ringing the bells, like on the sleigh. Santa be ringing the bells. Hope you guys enjoyed that story. Trying to make these videos quicker, like I said. I love this bread so much. That was delicious. I can't wait to have that for dinner tomorrow. But yeah, if any of you guys need any extra help with keto, I've been ketogenic almost 6 years. It'll be November for me, and I lost all my weight very quickly in the first 15 months to 17, right around there. I lost over 170 pounds, and I lost it, like that quick, 15 to 17 months. I lost it very quick, and I've maintained that. This last April was 4 years that I've maintained the weight, so I'm really good. I know my keto. I know a lot about it, so if you need extra help, I've helped many people, over thousands. It's over 3,000. I think I'm getting to the 4,000 mark. I've helped so many people, so if you need extra help, down link below is my email. Send me an email, because I do have to ask a couple personal questions, and then I'm going to set you up on your own your very own plan, and just break down keto for you. It's quite a long message I send you, but I break things down and give you some more information on keto. But don't ever start any keto journey without talking to your doctor, or any diet regimen without talking to your doctor. I am not a doctor, but I was trained by a keto doctor, 2 keto nutritionists, my brother who teaches this as a job, and all the learning and studying that I've done myself. I watched Dr. Berg and Thomas DeLauer. I watch a lot of people, so I've learned a lot too. There's a lot of people I watch that do this as well. So if you need help, and all the people I helped have had pure success, because my success is unbelievable. And you're gonna have days that you might slip and fall, but be strong. My strong is that Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, and that's why I wear this strength ring that I've worn through my entire journey. In fact, it's getting all bent and everything now because my fingers got so skinny. I keep bending it. And I'm hoping I never have to take this off my finger because I've worked through the whole journey. And it's got the Philippians 4:13 inside, and on the outside it says strength. Really big. It's made of pewter, and I think you can order these online, but I'm not sure if you can get this. I got it at a Christian bookstore. But yeah, it's bending on me all the time now, so I don't know what to do if I'm gonna order a new one and put this one away and just save it and just know it's the same saying. It's just that I just don't want to ever release this ring because I've worn it since the day I started my keto journey. November 4th of 2015 is when I started. All right, done with that. But yeah, if you need help, you guys, I am here to help you. I am doing like I said, the mango one, the hibiscus. Oh my God, it looks good. Is that what it's called? Hibiscus, yep. It's a fruity one. I like this one. I'm going to put a little whipped cream, but I didn't do nuts this time because that meal was heavy fat. Even though I'm doing one meal, I had plenty of fat. Plenty. And this is just me and my husband that like that. It's just us that live here. Or a family member and they wouldn't care. But anyways, I normally put nuts on it for extra fat, but I've got, MCT oil in there. That meal was heavy cream, butter, lots of butter. I forgot. I don't know if I told you the butter. It had mozzarella cheese. It had Parmesan cheese. I mean, it was just a heavy fat meal. The chicken was cooked in olive oil, so very heavy fat. So, and this cake is very heavy fat. So plenty of fat for me in calories for the one meal. But I'm going to go ahead. I let this cool off, cool off. I always keep it in the fridge because I like the frosting cold, but it breaks so much. So I thought I'd let it just, get warm. Oh, I love this cake. This is a keto cake. I did a video on it. So if you want to see it, go into my playlist and look up. I did Be in My Keto Treats. I did a video on it. It is by Duncan Hines at Walmart. It's just the yellow cake mix. And it's 3 ingredients. It's water, 3 eggs, 3 tablespoons of coconut oil, so it gives it a coconut flavor, but that's all you do. You mix in the Duncan Hines cake mix, and then the frosting is a keto frosting, which is right next to the cake mix. And they have a white frosting and a chocolate frosting, but the cake is only a yellow cake. Look at that, you guys. Doesn't it look delicious? Oh my God, so good. And for a slice, it's like 3 carbs. I'm going to finish this off because I want to get off of here. Don't want to make the video too long, so I'm going to finish this off. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got a chance to sit down with me. I hope you made this recipe. If you didn't, make it. So yummy. And just all the ingredients and how to make it will be linked down in this box. But the slideshow is so much easier to follow, and it'll be all linked down in that box too. So you don't have to keep rewinding it. You can just look down below. I write it in, all the ingredients and exactly how to make it, and then I also put that in this video here too. So I hope you guys will make it because it was delicious. I know I hear a lot of people come in and say they make my recipes, but I just feel so proud. I got to get a keto cookbook out there, but there's just so many and so much for me to do. I want to look into it a little bit more. I know I told you guys I was looking into it, and then we just had some time, some things that went on, and of course the COVID took away that time and all that. I just hope I could definitely get a keto cookbook out because I'm very proud. I came up with all these recipes on my own. I don't look up anything. If I do look up something, it'll be a regular recipe and I turn it into keto. But I basically lay it at night when I'm laying down to go to sleep. That's when they come to my head. Something will come to my head. Or somebody will be eating something one day saying, oh yeah, I was having that the other day. It was so good. I'm like, I could make that keto. That's how I do it. So I get my ideas like that. And so yeah, I have a lot of them. I know you guys said it's just amazing. I just keep coming up with more. But one day I'm going to not be able to come up with any more unless they keep making different foods. It's going to be hard. Then I might have to have repeats and just sit down with you guys and read scripture and tell a story and just eat with you guys. But I love you guys very much. Everybody take care. God bless. And I will see each and every one of you in my very next upload. Be merciful, be kind, be loving, and forgiving. We'll see you guys in my next video.